is a growing space for young talented artists in the beloved capital of Accra. But how do they make a name for themselves and prove that their work is more than just paint on the wall? Well, the best way to find out is to spend a day in their shoes. Paint on the wall or a work of art? Well, this is a clue of who we're going to be spending the day with. Today we'll be spending the day as a professional graffiti as we join muralist Moh Awudu, also known as Moh Awudu. And of course we're going to get to the core of what it means to do his profession and see how he turned his lifestyle into his job. Art scene in Ghana is beginning to diversify and modernize. Although the medium may have changed, art has always been an important part of the country's national identity. It is a way of uniting Ghanaians as well as portraying Ghana to the rest of the world. Professional graffiti artist and talented muralist Moh Awudu has himself received international recognition featuring in exhibitions around the world, yet he chooses to remain based in Nima.
Hi Mo. Hey, hi Emeline.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Thank you for letting me come here and join you today.
Yeah, you're welcome to my studio. I started last night.
Wow.
So I'm not just doing the finishing touches, putting out the details, working on the background.
What is this going to be used for?
Yeah, it's going to be used for an exhibition with Samsung, I think 11th August.
With Samsung?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's amazing. Like,
yeah.
You've had so many big exhibitions, you're involved with so many different organizations.
Yeah.
How did you actually get into art?
I quite remember way back 93, 94. That time Azuma Nelson was a world champion, so I always want to draw a boxer on the board with chalk. I started like follow a lot of guys who are into art. I got inspired because I love art. When I was like 11 years, I already know what I want to be. I know I want to just be an artist.
Wow. Were your parents supportive?
Yeah, I think my parents love what I do. Especially my dad, he supports me since day one. They always buy me markers and sketchbooks.
That's
and
so
posters.
cool.
Yeah, so.
Do you feel like back then it was more possible to become an artist than it is maybe now?
Back then, there's no internet, so it's like very difficult. But now there are phones. You can get pictures that will inspire. You can see other people's work that will inspire you. I think now it's very easy to be an artist.
What do you think made you stand out from the rest? Because you've gone on to have like a fantastic career.
I think being myself. I think I was inspired by where I live. Back then, I think people have this bad perception about Nima. So the only people that I know put Nima on the map, because they encourage me a lot, is VIP. Yeah, Prodigal, Lazy and Promzy. Those guys, I think when I started painting or drawing, I used to like do graffiti on t-shirts, and they love it. They love what I do. So that inspires me a lot. I see how people view Nima, see Nima, the way we live. People think Nima, there are a lot of like bad people there. So following them, going around, I find like, yo, these people are doing a lot of things. So I try to use my artwork. Back then I was doing a lot of like t-shirts for like Kwakesi, King of the Streets, King of Nima t-shirt, Tic Tac or Bradford, Tiny or Chami Kwame, those big stars. I did t-shirts for them. So I try to brand my t-shirt like Nima t-shirt. So I put like University of Nima, I'm from Nima, those kind of stuff, like to make people have hope wearing Nima. So from there I know that, yo, this is it. Nima itself is a brand. That's what inspires me. So when you stand out, you be yourself, I think you look different. That's what makes me like one of the best. I think I'm always inspired. I live around people who do music and graffiti. The history of graffiti it's from like hip hop, it's art, it's one way of expressing yourself. And I think art is one powerful tool that you can use it to talk to people. So I think graffiti is one of the biggest medium that I can use to express myself. That's the way I can put out my lyrics, I can talk to people. Now I think we're using artwork to make Nima as a tourist destination. I think every day when you come here, there are a lot of like tourists, they want to like come and view what I'm doing here, the works that I have on my wall. And
that's amazing. Do you feel that through the art and then through the tourism, it brings money like to the economy? Because do they come and buy some of the artwork here as well?
Yeah, people come and buy artworks. People bring like a workshop to help the children here. In school, when they come from school, they just, if you didn't get them in something positive, they ended up doing something negative. I had a lot of calls from big men outside who trying to help. Yeah, so it's good. Like I did a project with the United Nations about open defecation, the way people like through like, I don't know, we call it Let's Talk Shit project.
Yeah, I think I saw that actually.
That
was big.
Because of that project, I became more responsible for all this kind of stuff. When somebody wants to like do something, I'm trying to tell him, you educate the person, this is not right. And now it's about abuse of drugs, because I think the youth now in Nima or in Ghana are into drugs, not cocaine, not weed now. They just mix some cough mixtures and other stuff to get high, you know, codeine and other stuff. So that's the next campaign that I'm trying to champion.
Okay,
yes.
Let's go.
It's going to be fun.
Oh, before we go, what's this?
Oh, this earlier about what I told you with the United Nations project. This is a city where people defecate everywhere. When you go back of the presidential palace, you go and see people defecating. When you go to Jamestown, you see people defecate. All these places are tourist destinations that we can make a lot of money from. But people use them as their toilets. I don't know how to put it. So this is what I'm trying to do.
I think that's powerful.
Yeah, I call this inner vision. We have to respect nature. You know, nowadays people just go everywhere trying to build, destroy trees, nature. They are part of us. They are these animals. Now we push away them and they come back to us to eat us. And you see the flowers, it's more attractive. So we have to be us. We have to be natural. When you are natural, it attracts.
This one's beautiful. And I saw this one at the bottom, right?
Yeah, this.
And I was actually scared that you were going to ask me to start painting this.
Yeah, that's.
But this is the first beginning process.
Yeah, that's the first sketch that I did. I'm trying to do one. That's our first present here. Which one to United Africa.
And so this is the. So you'd make the grid.
Yeah, these are grid lines that I did. I think it's faster.
It's faster?
Yeah, sometimes the grid is faster.
That's interesting. And then you'll start painting.
Yeah,
so do you paint and put graffiti together?
Yeah, I use, when I'm working, I'm trying to use anything around me. I can use leaf, broom, anything in my paint. But I always like to use the spray paint and acrylic. You know, I'm very good using spray. It's good to create unique technique. So,
that's unique to you then as well. Okay.
So let's go and paint that.
Let's go.
Moh's work exemplifies that art is a way of reflecting on the country's history and culture. Ghana's founding president Nkrumah himself emphasized the importance of art, commissioning murals that reflected his concept of the African personality, now popular with Ghanaian artists.
I call this open gallery. It's a piece that I did a collaboration. I like to do a collaboration, like what we are going to do now. It's good you do collaboration. This petals was done by my friend. He's called James Shields from Oakland. Yeah, and this is my piece. this represents where I come from. I'm African, these marks, the belief people have. And this was done by one of my friends in Tema. It's called Kali.
So I do kind of feel the pressure a little bit if this is what you call collaboration and I'm supposed to do something similar to this.
Oh, it's easy. Just express yourself.
Okay.
Just express yourself.
Express.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's good. Express yourself.
Mo wasted no time in getting me straight down into the deep end. And although I'm not too sure what we were trying to achieve, express yourself was the motto.
I like yellows. I like pink.
I realized graffiti wasn't just about tagging your name everywhere, but actually it could be used for good. If you hadn't guessed it, love was the theme. Thankfully, it didn't take long to start looking like something.
And it's the core on GHOne.
Yeah, and of course, we had to rep GHOne. Thanks, Mo.
Doing good, trust me.
Yeah?
Are you sure this is your first time doing that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of twisted the truth. It was my first time, but I kind of did study a design degree. We started to get quite an audience. Pressure. There's nothing like a little bit of outlining to bring out the best in any artwork. Yeah, Mo did have a lot of trust in my skills. And it did feel nice to know that this artwork would live in Nima for quite a while. Bit of shading, little bit of highlighting. And of course, you can't forget the antennas.
What do you think is one of the hardest things for artists in Accra today?
As all artists, I think Ghanaians love art, but they don't purchase art. It's good you buy art from the living artist, not the dead one.
Yeah.
So that's some kind of politics. Somebody's dead and you buy his work. You need to support the living artist, and they need to know art. As an artist, we also have bills, we also have responsibilities that we need to take care of. Not arts need to it's something, it's a property now. When you have art, it's a big property. So you can sign off, you need to sign off.
Yes.
Put your name. Alright. You want to try something with this?
Yeah. With this one, I was going to use orange to sign. What do you think? What do you think?
Yeah, it's better.
So it stands out, yeah? And in regards to yourself, what's your highs and your lows for a normal day?
When I eat without working, I think I just waste an energy. So for me, I think I always want to do something positive every day. Want to teach kids, want to paint, do stuff. Make good use of the day. Because one life to live, so you have to leave a mark.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, leaving your mark, you certainly have on the core. Thank you for watching and thank you for letting me spend a day. It's been fantastic, as you can see. I think I might just change professions. This is my artwork. And of course, we'll be back next week with another day. So let's see who we'll be spending the day with next week. You know what, guys, though? We haven't finished. I'm not going without my name on there. Okay. Ready?
Successful artists such as Moh have a platform to make a change in Ghana. Moh has dedicated a lot of his time to teaching and mentoring kids from deprived Zongos to appreciate, communicate using art, as well as honing their inbuilt artistic skills. It seems art is much more than just writings on the wall. And here is our final artwork. Coming up later on the call, we have talents on the streets. But first, after the break, join us for WX6. This week on Who, What, Where, Which, When, Why, we go into the streets of Accra to find out where does graffiti originate from?
Well, for now, it recently came to Ghana, so one might say either Indian or Jamaican or any other country, but not in Ghana.
I think it's from the Western countries.
I would say Germany.
Germany.
America. Originated from either US or UK.
Now, who got the question right? And here is our answer. Well, the word graffiti comes from the Italian word graffiato, which means scratched. Art historians believe the term arose from the fact that the earliest form of graffiti was carved on walls using sharp objects. Graffiti, though, as we know it today, originated in the United States of America. We could of course link it to early prehistoric war murals, but people argue that these early drawings were probably carved in somebody's own home, therefore does not count as graffiti which is done outside. The first modern graffiti writer is widely considered to be Cornbread, a high school student from Philadelphia who in 1967 started tagging city walls to get the attention of a girl, the community and the media. The practice spread to New York and its various boroughs in the early 1970s, and different styles of tagging emerged. Graffiti is the practice of defacing a surface which is done without consent, so it's often considered vandalism. But with consent, it's an art form often used as a powerful political tool. It wasn't until the 1980s that galleries began to showcase graffiti as artwork. Today, auctioneers and collectors shell out thousands of dollars for graffiti-style pieces. An example can be Swiss Beats No Commission, a platform that is designed specifically to support artists. For example, all artists are given their exhibition space for free, and 100% of the sale goes to each artist individually. Talent on the Streets is all about finding those talents that may go unheard, unseen or unspoken, and finding out a little bit more about the person behind the talent.
Today's talent on the street is the puppeteer Richard Tengo.
How are you?
Hi.
Nice to finally find you. How are you doing?
Fine, very fine.
Yeah? Cool. Okay, shall we go in?
Yeah.
Let's go. So, how did you start?
So I started this when I was 8 years old.
Wow.
So from the 8 years, I think how to make money for myself. I just designed some cartoon and be working with it along the road and be doing this. People dash me small money for me to eat. So today, God have blessed the thing to become big like this. Because the reason that I do this, because the cartoon one, the air, the breeze will disturb them. Okay. So sometimes when I display with the cartoon one, the breeze will carry it off. So I think how to make another one that can get weight, so that when the breeze is passing, it will not carry it off.
Oh, okay, because you were doing it and then it was kind of flying, right?
Yeah.
And how did you learn?
I put my effort, I force myself to know this, because I see that it is the only way that I can take to make money for myself. So I put my interest in it, to succeed in it.
Is this the only way you make money?
And apart of this, I have some way to make money.
Okay. Okay, so you got music too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Puppetry is an art form that is thought to have originated about 3,000 years ago. Puppets have been used since the earliest times to animate, communicate the ideas and needs of human societies.
Shake, oh yeah.
Some historians even claim that they predate actors in theatre.
It twerks better than me, man. Woo! Yo, you got moves. Okay, let me try. Hit it, DJ. Johnson, let's go. Woo!
A form of entertainment, yes, puppets though are also used for storytelling. Broadway shows like The Lion King make extensive use of puppets, whilst film and television have used puppets practically since their inception.
No kissing, babe. Oh. No touching, babe. No kissing, babe. You know this is really hard? At the end I was like, let me just try and continue, but my arm is hurting so much. Like, you must have muscles, right? Because it's hard, you have to use both of your hands in here and you have to listen to the music and you have to remember what moves what, and that's really impressive. Well done. Like, respect, honestly, it's not easy, and then you have to kind of entertain people and do everything at the same time. Wow. Well, you know what? I would love a drink. I don't know about you. Should we go and have a drink and sit down?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay,
Yeah.
Let's go. Johnson, you can come too. Why do you think it's important to keep puppeteering going?
I believe that one day I will meet someone that will know the value, where you will teach me how to follow a good way with this, for make something good in my life.
Where do you think you can go with this? Like, what do you think it can be used for, other than in the streets? Do you have other bigger dreams?
I can use this for so many things, like children party, wedding, vacation, like enjoyment, like celebration. When they want to do a celebration, they can invite me. I keep the people fun.
So, do you feel that you could teach people?
Yes, I can teach people if you have effort to learn this.
Have you seen another Johnson around?
No.
Okay. So Johnson doesn't have a girlfriend or any friends?
No.
Oh, that's sad. Okay. Well,
Thank you. It's been great, learning about what you do and learning how to use it. My arm is still sore, but thank you for letting me discover you as a talent on the street.
So guys, I wanted to say thank you for watching the call this week and spending the day this morning with us. So make sure you watch next week, and we'll be spending the day with somebody who will be extremely exciting. And of course, we have talent on the streets. So make sure you check us out, and we'll be right here same time. Love you.
I just realized Johnson is a guy. Yeah, so
thank you.
Thank you guys. See you next week.